Diving in a current. A current is the queen of the sea. Without currents, there would not be the richness of life forms that make our dives so fascinating. Gorgonias, soft corals and many other forms of life feed thanks to the nutritious substances transported by the current. There are various types of currents. The Longshore current, for example, is a movement of water parallel to the coast. In this situation, you must study the point of exit and entry into the water carefully. If you are diving from the shore, you must choose the easiest point of exit and then establish an entry point further upstream. In this way, you will avoid having to make the long, tiring swim against the current on the return leg. A rip current is another type. This can form in areas with gradually sloping seabeds when the waves break and transport the water towards the shore. The rip current is the flow of water returning out to sea. All these currents are temporary. However, there are also permanent or standing currents caused by the differences in salinity and the level of the oceans, the trade winds and the rotation of the Earth. The strongest currents a diver can encounter are, however, those caused by tidal variations. This can also vary a great deal. In some areas, the tidal range is just a few centimeters, inches, so the current can hardly be noticed. In other areas, the range can be several meters, fathoms, and the currents can be so strong that it is impossible to swim against them. Fortunately, tides can be predicted. Many countries have a high and a low tide about every 6 hours. So in just one day, there are 2 high and 2 low tides. However, because tides are also influenced by the conformation of the coast, this can also vary. What is more, tidal ranges are greater in the periods of new and full moons, and vary less during the first and last quarter. Clearly, the current is more intense on the days when the tidal variation is greater. However, there are 2 moments when the current stops, at the points of maximum high and low tide. At these times, known as slack water, the flow of water stops and turns around. Therefore, the current will be minimal or even totally absent. By using local tide tables, you can find out the times of the high and low tides and its range.